Hi, welcome to my August TBR video. I have been really enjoying and finding useful having a shorter TBR each month, and not because I want to read less or anything like that. It just mentally feels a bit better because it feels like there's less pressure on myself, even though I then read more than what I plan. But it just feels better. Also, it gives me a little more wiggle room if I just fancy reading another book, or if I get like a last minute arc, or I'm part way through a series and I fancy reading the next one, things like that. So that being said, this is still another pretty short TBR for August. Also, I'm still reading quite a lot of arcs each month because yeah, I've got tons to get through. So the first one that I will be reading is called Let That Be a Lesson by Ryan Wilson. This is a teacher memoir. I haven't read one of these before, but I normally absolutely adore medical memoirs, and then I've dabbled a little bit in other professional memoirs and I find that I've really enjoyed them. So I'm going to give this one a go. I'm looking forward to this. I think I am imagining that there's going to be some quite humorous stories in there, but also maybe some insight into the pressures of being a teacher. We all know it's not, playing with kids and then getting 6 weeks off in summer. But yeah, I'm hoping to understand a little bit more about the job after that, and probably reconfirm my ideas that I would hate teaching. Definitely. I mean, no, that's not for me, but I think this book's going to prove it to me. So I'm really looking forward to this one. And then the next book I will be diving into is The Dark by Emma Horton. I'm just going to read this tagline. 1 dead body, 12 suspects, 24-hour darkness. That got me. I was like, oh, what's all this about then? Sounds a bit creepy. So basically we've got a woman called Kate who is an A&E doctor. Some stuff's going on in her life, it's causing it to be a bit stressful, things are going wrong, and she suddenly gets offered the chance to be like an emergency doctor on a UN research station in Antarctica. So she jumps at the chance to kind of escape from everything. The previous doctor died in a tragic accident, and that's why she's then going out there as a replacement. But as she's there more and more, over time, she starts to think that maybe the previous doctor didn't die in an accident, and maybe there's something sinister going on. This sounds like a really creepy, closed-in setting type, murder mystery / thriller thing. I feel like this is going to be fantastic and quite an intense claustrophobic feel, because you can just imagine the characters cannot get away from what's going on, and hopefully the reader will also feel quite trapped as you're reading it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. Next up is a book that you might think sounds familiar, but it might be because it is very similar to the author's previous book, and that is The Chateau by Catherine Cooper. Her previous book was The Chalet, and sort of similar covers or similar themes. I was sent a widget of this by the publisher to read because I'd previously read and reviewed The Chalet and really enjoyed it. I didn't even read what this one was about. I just thought, oh, it looks about the same. Yep, I'll have that one. This is set in France. There's a couple from England who have bought a chateau over there. There's talks of something that's gone wrong back in England, and that something's happened and they don't want to talk about it and it's a secret. And they're trying to start a new life in France. They are kind of welcomed into the expat community and everything seems to be going okay until there is a guest murdered at some kind of dinner party. And then this couple don't know who to trust. The secrets start being revealed. It just sounds like a really twisty thriller where I imagine it's going to be one of those where you're not sure who to trust, and there's an unreliable narrative as well in there. So yeah, this one sounds really good as well. Then I've got a book that I am super excited about, and it's not my type of book at all normally. It's called The Haunted Homecoming by Angie Fox. This is book 10 in the Southern Ghost Hunter series. I always want to say Southern Spirits. I think that is part of it somewhere, I don't know. Anyway, I think it's the Southern Ghost Hunter series. This is a cozy mystery series, paranormal, and it's so good. Like, I don't know why, but I read the first one, just got really addicted to this series, and the last few I've received as NetGalley ARCs, which is fantastic because I was currently buying the series, and I absolutely love them. We have a woman called Verity who, I'm obviously not going to tell you this specific book because that ruins the rest of the series, but Verity is able to see spirits, and she kind of goes around town solving mysteries and murders and crimes and things like that with the help of ghosts. And there's like sideline romance in there, and yeah, it's like I said, it's just not a book you would normally like relate to me, but I just think it's fantastic. I absolutely love all the like little details that come into it that are Southern American influenced. I don't know how to explain that. Let me think. Like all the Southern hospitality and the way people behave and manners and expectations, stuff like that. It's just really cute, fun. It's I don't know why. It's one of those where I feel like I don't have to super concentrate. Like I'm not trying to follow complicated plots or millions of characters or anything like that. They're just really good for like just sitting back and enjoying. And yeah, I highly recommend this series. It is fantastic. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep reading them as long as the author keeps writing them. I just love them. And then next up, I'm going to read The Ichabod by J.K. Rowling. I am not going into the J.K. Rowling issues. I'm just going to read the book. I just want to read the story, and I haven't bought it. I've not supported her as such. I borrowed it from the library. And yeah, so I have no clue what this book is about. And I did read the like synopsis prior to filming this video, and I'm still not sure what this book is about. I just want to read it because obviously it's the author that wrote Harry Potter that I absolutely loved Harry Potter, and also because a lot of people have read it and I just want to see what everyone's talking about. So this is still middle grade level, I think. And it's something to do with a kingdom called Cornucopia, I think it is. It's doing really well, and then there's like a myth about an Ichabod, and then somehow maybe the Ichabod comes real and he's not a myth, and then he can destroy the kingdom. I don't know. I'm just really intrigued into this. I've got a friend who read it last month, and she's also a massive Harry Potter fan, and I asked her, is this going to be the same? Like, will I absolutely love this one? And she was like, you know what? I enjoyed it, but it's not Harry Potter. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I am really intrigued by it. And I don't normally plan my audiobooks for the month unless it's an audio arc that I need to get to. But my local library has finally decided to join the modern world, and we can now get e-audiobooks and ebooks. Yay! Because before it was purely actual physical copies of a book, and you could have a choice between audio cassette tape audiobooks or audiobooks on CD. Now we've got online stuff, yay! So the first thing I have done is I have borrowed an audiobook that I've been looking for a while, and that's I Know This Much Is True by Wally Lamb. This is the story of twin brothers. One brother has got schizophrenia, and the other brother ends up, as they're older, being his caregiver. The brother with schizophrenia, Thomas, I think his name is, he is extremely unwell for the majority of the book, I think at one point he mutilates himself. I've heard that this is a very, very difficult read. It kind of documents the boys growing up and Thomas's mental illness and the effect that it has on themselves and those around them, and the kind of horrific situations Thomas ends up in because of his mental health. And I've heard that there's trigger warnings for lots and lots of things like abuse and rape, killing, suicide, all sorts. So this sounds like it's going to be quite a difficult book to listen to, but it's something that I've been really, really wanting to read or listen to for quite some time. So I'm glad I'm finally getting to it. And then the next audiobook that I am planning is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I am planning this one purely because my friend who I buddy read with sometimes, she wants to read the whole series. She's never read even the first book. I've only read the first one, and I just didn't fancy reading, physically spending the time rereading the book that I've already read. So I'm going to listen to it to refresh my memory, and then hopefully next month we'll carry on with the rest of the series. And that is everything that I am planning for this month. Although I have got a little devil whispering in my ear about how much I really want to read the next book in the Simon Snow series by Rainbow Rowell, Anyway the Wind Blows, because I've just got my hands on it, and yeah, I really want to read it because I love the rest of the series. So, but it's like over 500 pages, so I've no idea how I'm going to fit that in, but it's really like niggling at me. It's like, oh, just read me, you know you want to. But yeah, I need to get some of these arcs out the way first. So we'll see what happens. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you all soon. Bye.